starts off with Ricky being mad. His whole life his mama smoked smack in the pad. Got tired of his mom losing her veins. Every day his dreams would go up in the flames. Couldn't find nothing to break the chains. Couldn't find anything to wash away the stains. Never had a father figure or a role model. Preteen baby with a Foley as a bottle. Those things in Ricky's life wouldn't get fixed. So Ricky and the street life started to mix. So Ricky started having beef with the po-pos. And me and the homies dipping off in the low-lows. Little Ricky started causing all the gunshots. Drive-bys breaking windows at the hot spots. He needed money, so we started drug slanging. He needed family, so we started gang banging. His childhood messed him up in the dome. And in the streets it was go hard or go home. So Lil Ricky had a street mentality. He always had a Uzi with a full battery. He didn't care if he was breaking all the laws. With drugs he was the neighborhood Santa Claus. In and out of juvenile halls what he went through. The hood was all he had and the streets was all he knew. Here's a little story of Ricky and Susie. Susie had a pipe and Ricky had an Uzi. Here's a little story of Susie and Ricky. They ran to the streets when their lives got sticky. Here's a little story of Ricky and Susie. Susie had a pipe and Ricky had an Uzi. There's a little story of Susie and Ricky. They ran to the streets when their lives got sticky. Susie's childhood had no shape. Locked up in the house with no escape. As a kid she had nothing inspiring. So she grew up with a life so tiring. Every night mom was out on a mission. The corner around the block was her position. Mom wasn't being a good example. So Susie got a hold of a drug sample. And that's when her whole life got took. Cause the crack pipe was stuck to her lips like a hook. The connect would call and Susie would come. She liked the drugs because it made the pain numb. Susie had a lot to do on hocus pocus. Mom was a prostitute so she couldn't focus. While mom was going in and out of Cadillacs, Susie was in the room smoking all the sacks. After a while little Susie just ran away. At the connect's house is where she would stay. With hit after hit and bowl after bowl, crystal meth took over the little girl's soul. Here's a little story of Ricky and Susie. Susie had a pipe and Ricky had a Uzi. Here's a little story of Susie and Ricky that ran to the streets when their lives got sticky. Here's a little story of Ricky and Susie. Susie had a pipe and Ricky had an Uzi. Here's a little story of Susie and Ricky that ran to the streets when their lives got sticky. Hold on, this little story isn't done yet. Now I'm at the part when Ricky and Susie met. Both caught up in the streets like a fishing net. Susie would do the drugs and Ricky would claim the set. They was like the modern day Bonnie and Clyde. Around the neighborhood they was always down to ride. Crystal meth had little Susie's brain fried. As long as Ricky had his Uzi he was certified. Susie didn't think about the nights that she cried. And Ricky's stone cold heart was so full of pride. With drug abuse and attempted homicide. From the police they always had to hide. Had no hopes or chances of things getting better. Through rain and pain they just stuck together. From 17, 18 down to childhood, Ricky and Susie never saw anything good. Satan came on time so punctual to make their lifestyles dysfunctional. The devil came and started throwing fiery darts, hit Susie and Ricky and destroyed their hearts. Everything in this song is the truth. It happens to children and to youth. And to all your Rickies and Susies out there, the ways of the streets will get you nowhere. Here's a little story of Ricky and Susie. Susie had a pipe and Ricky had an Uzi. Here's a little story of Susie and Ricky. They ran to the streets when their lives got sticky. Here's a little story of Ricky and Susie. Susie had a pipe and Ricky had an Uzi. Here's a little story of Susie and Ricky. They ran to the streets when their lives got sticky.